Nkem enters the compound, his face exhausted, carrying firewood on his head. His clothes are worn and sweat drips from his brow. He arrives late from the farm, only to find Ma Abang waiting for him. She stands with her arms crossed, glaring at him, her face twisted with disapproval. Nkem stands near a pile of unwashed dishes, dread in his eye. Ma Abang towers over him, pointing to the dirty plates and shouting orders. Her voice is harsh as she demands he take the dishes to the river immediately to wash them. Nkem kneels by the riverbank, scrubbing the plates with care. The water shimmers in the sunlight, but one plate slips away, carried by the strong current, disappearing downstream without him noticing. Nkem stands at the compound entrance, holding the remaining dishes. He looks nervously at Ma Abang, who is furious. She points back toward the river, demanding he go find the missing plate immediately. Nkem walks through the jungle, calling out for the lost plate. His hands push aside bushes as he searches desperately. His face shows determination, but deep down, he fears it might be too late. Nkem meets an old man struggling with a fallen sack of firewood. The old man is hunched over, his white hair and long beard catching the sunlight. Nkem steps in to help, and the old man, grateful for the assistance, advises Nkem to visit a wise woman deep in the forest for guidance. Nkem walks cautiously toward a small mud hut, the path lined with palm leaves. As he approaches, an old woman steps out. Her face is kind but wise. She leans on a walking stick, ready to offer Nkem the help he needs. Nkem stands in the dimly lit hut, staring at two eggs on a wooden table. One is glowing golden and bright, while the other is dull and cracked. The old woman explains the choice ahead, warning him to be wise and humble in his decision. Nkem, his hands trembling, picks up the dull, cracked egg. His face shows a mix of fear and hope as he chooses the less appealing option, trusting the old woman's advice to pick the humble one. Nkem returns home holding the missing plate. He walks with a relieved smile, but is met with Ma Bang's cold response. She snatches the plate from him, not acknowledging his effort. But Nkem holds on to the egg, knowing it might hold something more than what meets the eye. Nkem, sitting on a large stone, cracks the egg open with trembling hands. He watches intently as the egg slowly begins to hatch. His anticipation is thick, and his heart beats faster with each passing second. To Nkem's astonishment, a glowing chicken emerges from the egg. It shines brightly, unlike anything he has ever seen before. The bird looks majestic and powerful, bringing a sense of hope and promise with its appearance. Ma Abang watches in disbelief as Nkem presents the glowing chicken to her. Her face is a mix of confusion and skepticism. Aunt's daughter, standing behind her, looks at the chicken in awe, unable to believe what she's witnessing. Jealousy swells in Ma Abang's heart as she watches Nkem with his glowing chicken. Feeling threatened by his success, she orders her daughter to go wash the dishes, hoping to make her daughter's task as Aunt's daughter stands by the river, struggling with the heavy load of dishes. In the distance, she notices a figure, the old man who once helped Nkem. He offers assistance, seeing her struggle, but she is hesitant and unsure. Aunt's daughter, frustrated and rude, crosses her arms and glares at the old man. She yells at him, refusing to help, and insults him before being pointed toward the path leading deeper into the jungle. Aunt's daughter approaches the old woman in the jungle, her expression harsh and demanding. She insults the woman and threatens her, rudely asking for the location of the plate. The old woman, though shocked, calmly advises her to choose the ugly egg, warning her of the glowing one's danger. Aunt's daughter stands before two eggs inside the small hut. One egg glows brilliantly, while the other is dull and cracked. She scoffs at the ugly egg, rejecting the old woman's advice, and chooses the glowing, thinking it holds greater value. Aunt's daughter walks away from the hut, clutching the glowing egg. She glares at the old woman one last time, her heart filled with pride and defiance, convinced she has made the right choice despite the woman's warnings. Aunt's daughter returns home, her face full of excitement and pride. She presents the glowing egg to Ma Abang. Her mother, Ma Abang, is so happy. She thinks the golden egg will bring them good luck. They break the egg open, but inside is something terrible. As soon as they open the egg, scary demons come out and a curse falls on the village. The sky turns red, and the air feels hot, like fire. People run, shouting and scared, asking what Ma Abang and her daughter have done. In the middle of all this, Ma Abang, her daughter, and Nkem start running away. But then something amazing happens. Nkem's glowing chicken flies down from the red sky, shining bright white light. The glowing chicken stands tall, and its light spreads out, chasing away the red clouds and the heat. The villagers stop running and look in awe. The land is peaceful again. The villagers are so happy. They cheer for Nkem, thanking him for bringing peace back to the village. The curse is broken and everything is calm, but Ma Abang, feeling sorry, falls to her knees and begs Nkem to forgive her. She is very sorry for what happened. Nkem, with kindness in his heart, forgives her and gives her a big hug. They forgive each other, and the whole family feels strong again. From that day, Ma Abang and her daughter work to protect their family. Nkem becomes a wise and rich leader, and his glowing chicken brings good things to the village. The village is happy and peaceful, and everyone is one big family, full of love and respect.